Prologue, Princess Leanna. Umi, I can't marry him. My mother wanted me to marry another awful prince from another backwards country. She still doesn't think I can find love on my own. But this wasn't about love. This was about power. Not my power, mind you, but the power of my country. Leanna, you must marry a royal. It's the only way that we can allow you to become queen one day. Your father and I have discussed this. This is the last prince available for you. Our country is another of those Arab countries that is still living in the past. I'm a woman of the 21st century, while the rest of my country still treats women as second-class citizens. She puts her hand on my arm, the way she always did when she wanted to make me do what she wanted. I pulled my arm away from her and just let her have it. Do you even care if I love him or if he loves me? There is no way this is how you met Baba. You must do what is best for our country. This includes marrying people we don't actually love. Take your time, but you will marry Prince Basil. I laughed at his name once again. I mean, his parents named him after an herb, for God's sake. Umi hated it when I laughed like that, but she can't be serious that I must marry this man. He's also homely as all hell. He looks like a cross between a Saint Bernard and an Ewok. Yes, he's that furry. He took me swimming once, and I almost barfed at the sight of his back hair. Umi, there must be another way. Can't we see if we can break the rules this one time? I can't marry Harry Basil. I bit my tongue, trying to hide my laughter. My mother had plenty to say after that. That included sending me to my room to think about my awful behavior. She still treats me like I'm a child. I'm 23 years old. I should be able to decide who I want to be with, how I want to live my life. Instead of going to my room, I took a ride on my horse, Elisar. The Lord of the Rings was always my favorite movie and book, so it overjoyed me to name my beloved horse after one of my favorite characters. Going riding always made me feel free. I could ride anywhere in our kingdom, Almedia. My family has ruled this land for centuries. Through wars and famine, my family has always taken the throne. Sometimes, the eldest male heir would marry a commoner, but never a female heir. I've read those stories my whole life. I was the only heir for my mother and father, so I had to marry another royal. I've met royals all over the world that my parents wanted me to marry. They were always lesser princes or dukes or earls or barons. I was going to be the queen. They would be king, but I would be in charge. So if I was in charge, shouldn't I get to decide who I marry? My friend, Countess Maria, was waiting for me when I got back to my stable. She has always been a wonderful friend to me, but sometimes I think she likes to run her mouth to my mother. I'm not sure why she's here now, but if it's telling me to marry her cousin, Earl Enoch, she can move along. Enoch is another of my many suitors. He has bad breath and kisses with his mouth wide open. Mind you, I've never kissed him, but I've seen him kissing others. The stink alone could make a woman fall over. Maria, I kissed her on each cheek. You look amazing. How many months pregnant are you again? It's the worst-kept secret in the kingdom. Maria met and married the Marquis de Vichy last month. I knew she slept with him beforehand. Every woman would want to sleep with the Marquis. Too bad he wasn't of royal blood. He was French, though, and they made a beautiful couple. You aren't supposed to tell anyone yet. She hit me with her fan, like the French lady that she is now. 3 months. I'm going to show soon, and your mother will never speak to me again. I won't say a thing. My lips are sealed. I gave her a hug and touched her little growing baby bump. Umi wants me to marry Basil. Ugh, there must be a way to get out of this. Furry Basil of Norland?